You can sense it through the pageantry, the tradition, the electricity that permeates this place as we get set for a terrific game. Just about set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And now we'll get a look at this offense for the first time today. And here comes the big fella, a staple of this aerial attack, Jesse.
And he's a guy they can line up all over the field, David. There's matchups out there waiting to be taken advantage of.
Yeah, and it's so nice to be able to do that. It makes it easy to play quarterback when you can feature a guy like this that's fast, big, and strong.
Brings up second down.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Got a man. It's Moore. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
I don't hate the play call there on 3rd and short either, because you try to catch them off guard, 3rd and short on your own side of the 50. It's not there. Throw it away. Now, if you want to go for it now and run it, now's the time to do it on 4th down.
And here comes the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Looking for a block. It's Bannister. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. This is just a great matchup to watch on the outside, and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997, Charles Woodson versus David Boston. 2 physical athletes that are going to be going toe-to-toe all game long.
Yeah, 2 alphas, 2 guys that play the positions where you have to have such confidence, cornerback, wide receiver. Let's see this throw down.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, going up top. Trying to get behind the defense. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air. Offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't big.
They bring the punter onto the field now. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. The back goes in motion. Looking to move it through the air. A little screen to the running back. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
After the 1st down completion, it's 2nd and short. From the gun. Give on the inside. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Looking for room, it's Morris. Nice move to keep running.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the right. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Feeling some heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Pulls it in. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Offense facing 4th down.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll bring it back looking for help. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Offense set on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Forced out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. On the move at the 30. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Catch in the middle. It's Matthews. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. They're working that left side.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Line getting set on second down. The give on the inside. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Trying to pick up a first down. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Back to the ground game on the left. Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got it on the run. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on third down. Forget that. Let's go get the first down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a first and goal situation.
The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. Lets it go to the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, after throwing that incompletion down here on the 1 yard line, if you're on the offense, let's get back to running the football. Let's see if we can be the more physical side, get some push up front, and run this thing in for a touchdown.
They'll try it again from the 1 on second and goal. Slams it ahead. And he hammers his way in for a touchdown. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Mason. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
These wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They'll go to the ground. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He wants to throw. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Well, no doubt that's where the quarterback wanted to go with the ball from jump, but better job by the defense forcing the incompletion.
Now on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. They've got the screen set up. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Looking to throw for it. Getting some heat. Grab near the sticks. It's Matthews. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Gets it to the back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. You want to give this guy a chance to get some yards after the catch, but there was nothing there.
Yeah, give the defense credit. You saw their speed rallying to the football on the perimeter.
6th play of the drive coming up. Pulls it and fires to the left. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. They want to just keep throwing it. Oh, man, he almost picked that one off in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Oh, what a missed opportunity for that interception. Yes, I know he gets the pass breakup. He had a chance to finish things off, and he really didn't get it done. But there's a reason he plays defense. You know, they put the guys on offense like that. Actually,
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his man. It's Smith. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Oh, the attempt is no good. After the miss, the lead is still 4. This offense will take the field again. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Using the quick game. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And here comes the punt team. The fair catch called for and made. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Out of the gun, the give to the back. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Caught in the backfield, it's Allen. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds the tight end. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend, and this guy's a problem. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
They bring the punter onto the field now. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
He wants to throw here on second down. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ross. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up 4th down.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Got his man quickly. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Went to the running game on 1st down, now 2nd down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down mark.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He'll pull it on the read. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that option game can be tricky, right? But nice job by the defense playing assignment football. Watch the linebacker, you can tell. Locked in on the quarterback, chases him down, gets to him. Not only gets to him, doesn't let him break a tackle, gets him on the ground.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Starting to feel a little pressure. He's going to take off. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Great job rallying the football by this defense. 3rd down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up 4th.
And here comes the punt team. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
Well, they pick up the 1st down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the 1st.
Safe completion on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. That screen pass just never had a chance to get going, and the defense wrecked it from the start.
And you assume on a screen play you're going to get something positive, something decent. That was absolutely awful. There was nowhere to go, no room for the running back to make a play. That offense needs to execute that a lot better.
Got it behind the line. It's Baxter. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a fifth. He wants to throw it again. Fires downfield. Finds space on the right. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Going to run it. It's Morris. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. The offense in hurry-up mode. He'll do it himself. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. He's looking to throw it. Gets it out quickly. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Takes his shot. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the QB looked like he knew where he wanted to go with that football, but give the defense credit. They were able to swat that one away.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to get it through the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Baxter. And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the first.
One snap coming before they head to the locker room. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw in Huntsville. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to our team at Elliott T. Bowers Stadium.
We're ready to get it started here in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They tried to get the defense going the wrong way with the counter, but nothing doing.
Aggressive defense, attacking defense. You want to hit them with those counters, but it wasn't successful in this play. Defensive line, linebackers, everybody's dialed in to see what's going on. They diagnose it, go downhill, hit him right in the middle of the field.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Finds his target down the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. It's a draw. At the 35, he's open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Matthews. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Trying the left side. Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or game tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He'll keep it himself. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down.
Quarterbacks like this are what makes college football so special today. It seems like we see these unbelievably athletic quarterbacks all across the country, week in and week out, making plays like this. Guys that are true dual threats, that can hurt you not only throwing it, but can hurt you running it as well.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. He's got it. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
And listen, you get zone coverage, and you can hit that curl route, and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Allen. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
They'll throw it on 1st down. He's got it and still on his feet. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route running. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They keep attacking through the air. Got out of trouble and throws. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 14-6. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. He'll start this drive firing. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
It is hard to get sacks on screens. I mean, the offensive linemen stay with you for a little bit. Defensive linemen squirt through. A lot of times they read the screen and backpedal. Not on this one. They got through, got to the quarterback, got him on the ground. Not good execution by the offense, but it still counts as a sack.
If they have any intention of getting this drive going, they better come up with something on 2nd and long from the 10. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Baxter. Stopped after making the catch.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. They bring the punter onto the field now. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He's going to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Allen. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. Direct snap. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
And you got to get hats around this dude. He finds the crease. He's down to the 27. Eight-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Fires to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And you usually don't bring in dime packages for running teams. You bring in dime because you know they're going to throw the football. You got more speed on the back end to cover. Defensive linemen know they have their job to do. And their job is to go get that quarterback and get that sucker on the ground.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is even bigger. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. They'll operate out of split backs. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Get it out on the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Hand off from the gun. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. He wants to throw. Got it set up on the outside. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the 2nd half.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loss of 2. Offense facing 4th down.
quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Here's the handoff. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That's one of the only ways you were getting back in this game. You had to force a turnover. You still got to score twice at least to get back in this ball game to try to win it. Great stop. Now it's the offensive's turn. I need to score and score quickly.
And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Hands it off. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's James. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. A little toss to the fullback there didn't get big yardage, but it does let the defense know they can't ignore it.
Dang right. It's a changeup. It's not going to be something I live with and do all the time and try to feature him out of the backfield, but if I can slip him the football every now and again and deter you from blitzing and assuming run when the fullback's always in the football.
Snares it outside. It's Morris. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
The aerial assault continues. Makes the grab down the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Completes it in the middle. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Looking to go up top on first down. Steps away to find some room. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. Running back goes in motion. Finds a spot in the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
And they've converted their first 2 third-down opportunities, but a 3rd and long is a different animal. Motion from the offense. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Absolutely perfect. Three on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Matthews. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll try the run. At the 35, he's loose. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. They'll ride the hot hand. At the 40, there he goes. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
They try to pop a run on the draw. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
They run the reverse. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
For an offense, to make the wide receiver reverse work, you've got to have a lot of guys doing a good sell job. Running backs have to behave as if they're actually going to keep the football, and everybody else on offense has to be yelling out, run, to try to make the defense over-pursue. No Oscars being handed out on that.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and really good 3rd down situational defense. You know it's 3rd and long. You know the pass play's coming. Defense was ready. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on offense in this situation? You want to just play conservative? You want to punt it over and let your defense finish out the game? Or do you trust your quarterback to go make a play and win the game right now? You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Caught behind the line. It's James. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll toss it to the left. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
Brings up second down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quarterback on the keeper. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I'll tell you, this is a hard defense to run against if you're going to go sideline to sideline because of that guy's speed. At linebacker, he can get all the way to the perimeter, chase the quarterback down on the option, and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Impressive.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. 1st down. Right back to the well. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've moved it into scoring territory. 1st and 10 from the 11. From the gun, the ground game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Single back formation, and they give it to him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game. The defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
They'll leave it with him. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. So now on comes the field goal unit. It is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. With that field goal, now it takes a touchdown to beat them, so you want to pin them back and then let the defense have a little room to work with. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. First down for this offense. They go to the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.